Hi, I'm Rob and this is Gems of War. Now this is the first on what could be a new series of videos based on testing possible teams for Guild Wars. Now this is a team that's red obviously. It's going to be a viable team for Red Day on Guild Wars, but it's a team that I've never actually really tried before either. So this is what these kind of videos are all about. Trying something that's new and not been really tried before by me at least, and seeing how good it is. Obviously we can't test it in Guild Wars itself. The best we can do is test it in PvP on the right hand side against those really tough 3 trophy teams. I'll do 3, 4, 5 fights in a row, depending upon how long they take, and see what we think. This team has got a lot of things I like about a Guild Wars team. There's 5 elements I look for in the ideal Guild Wars team, if you like. That is a couple of heavy damage dealers. Got that in Shegra and Mirage Queen. I like to have a couple of mana generators if possible. We've got that here in Fist of Heaven and Divinia. I like to have a cleanser in the team. I've got that in Divinia as well. I like to have a summon in the team. That's also there in Fist of Heaven. And I like a fast start, and we've got that in the Mirage Queen, giving all elemental allies a 50% mana. And that is 3 of us. That is Mirage Queen, the hero themselves, and Shegra. So a lot of the things I like are here in this team regarding what I think is important for a decent Guild Wars day. And let's see how it goes. We're going to be in the banner of the Maze banner. +2 green, +2 red, -1 purple. A superb banner if you don't use purple but do use green and red, as it's still the only banner in the game that gives 2 +2 elements on the colours. The class, we're in Elementalist class because of that awesome 3rd trait, and I'm going for Snap Freeze, Insulated, Thunder Fist, Watery Binding, Deluge. In fact, that might be better, but it's been working as it is, so I'll leave it as it is. Watery Mastery, Water Mastery, and Lord of Storms. So, like I say, this team is something I've not tried before, so I'm going to give it a whirl. As an all-red team, of course, the teams we come up against in the battles may or may not be similar to the ones you come up against in Guild Wars, but they're going to be close to a certain degree. So let's give them a go and see how well this team does. Right, so let's see what the first team is we're up against. Essence of Evil, Thrall, Zul'Goth, Leprechaun. Typical Zul'Goth style team. This is the sort of thing you will come across in Guild Wars, so good that this has come up. Leprechaun and Thrall and Essence of Evil trying to charge up the Zul'Goth to deal death upon our motley crew. But we don't have a particularly great start there, and there's lots of green for them. Yeah, that is a bit rubbish. No red, no brown. Suppose I can do green. Now we need to get going because our Essence of Evil is about to cast. Need to get Divinia ready, so we'll cast Fist of Heaven, see if we can generate some mana from somewhere. Alright, that's worked out pretty decent, to be honest. Can now cast our Shegra, because we've got a really good chance. We will cause some damage, because when you create 6 red gems, it means even if it overlaps this one, it's not going to actually change it. It's still going to change to a skull after the creation of the gems, so we are still going to be guaranteed to do some damage, and hopefully we get a 4 match at the same time. That worked out okay. Now we can take out that Essence of Evil. That is a pretty important thing. Didn't look at that properly. Should have seen that was going to give them a big match of skulls there, but I didn't. I can't take it back. It's a done thing now. Alright, again, same situation. When you've got this here like this, you are going to do some damage, so it's better to do that than probably not take these with Shegra. Shegra's on his last legs. so we'll cast Fist of Heaven, see if we get a little bit of luck with that, and didn't really. Hopefully Zul's stupid and hits a Shegra. Go on, Zul, be stupid. You know you want to be. Let's do a bit of damage first. He did. You numpty. Oh, not so much numpty. He's taken out my next one down as well. That's what can happen with Zul. Often takes out two at once. Sometimes against these Zul teams, though, you kind of just settle for the win, no matter how it comes. It looks like we're going to be okay now. So, albeit with losing a troop or two. But a win is a win. Said someone somewhere once, maybe, possibly, probably, definitely, because I just said it. What am I on about? Alright, so we are nearly there. One more skull slap for him of random droppiness, maybe, will do the trick. Not today, it says, or not just yet. That'll do. Right, so lost a couple of troops that time, but it was up against a particularly strong Zul'Goth team. But it still won. That is the main thing. Greed, Bronze Lock Pistol, Cedric, Sparkle Sack. This can be a pain, this team, because Sparkle Sack has the summon of 1 to 3 Bombots. Zol is Zol. And this is pretty handy as well. Does damage and destroys random gems boosted by gold collected. And Greed collects gold first, which means they do a lot of collecting. Let's see how it goes. Start off Entangled, which is far from perfect. Hopefully we'll get cleansed in world record time, which we're not, because otherwise it'd have been cleansed already. Ah, that was my fault. I gave him that green then. That wasn't particularly clever. Alright, need to get some mana going, because they're going to have theirs all ready to go in no time at all. Right, our Shegra has been cleansed. We got green everywhere for this, so this is going to be Doom Skulls, which is going to be a lot of damage, which is excellent. There's another one of them down. Now Zul is good for this, because when Shegra casts his spell, it creates 6 red gems first, and then turns all the red to skulls. So by creating red gems first, providing you got something in the line like this, it means you are going to get some damage with Shegra no matter what. Because even if it overlaps one of those gems with another red one, it's still going to then obviously change to a skull. So this literally cannot miss with Shegra. And that was a far more straightforward game. So I'll just do one more. Okay, I think it's the Web Spinner, Hadley, Doomed Scythe and Moon Rabbit team. This is where I normally would change something. I would probably change to a team or a troop that entangled at the beginning, or a class. So for that reason I will go to the class. I'm going to change to Archer class for this. Against Web Spinner, a good way to counter it is to start off with a class which starts with Entangling. And Archer, if you have a Root Trap, entangle the first enemy at the start of battle. Obviously if their Moon Rabbit decides to cast absolutely straight away, it's going to erase that immediately, because a Bless is the same as a Cleanse as well. It's a Cleanse plus, basically, is the way I see it. So, but we have to roll with it. Sometimes the Moon Rabbit doesn't always cast, I don't think. It's not absolutely guaranteed it's going to do that. And yeah, you have to go with the flow. Right, we've got that up, so we can now cast that. They're still entangled right now, but basically we have to take all these 4 matches first, which is being very generous on it, as to be said. Right, now we can absolutely go to town on these skulls, and their web spinner is already taken out. So their main threat is already gone. We had that precaution of the entangle, which Moon Rabbit probably would have sorted out, but it didn't get the chance. Now green to skulls is not a thing. It's a shame that Shregler's not ready to go again, but can we get a 4 match anywhere else? Anything doing on this side with this? Nope. Nothing doing on this side either. So let's cast Fist of Heaven and see what happens. Right. Shregler's not lined up perfect for this because, as I said before about the way the reds and the skulls line up, there's nothing regarding red and skulls at 3 in a line. Therefore, Shregler can miss. But we take our chance, and he missed. And, wow, their team's making an epic comeback. So we need to cast this absolutely straight away. Need to get cleansed. Uh-oh. And we lost our summoner. See, I said she cast that straight away. If the summoner was there and it was ready to cast and I didn't cast that, that was a mistake. So I should have cast my Fist of Heaven before Divinia, potentially. Would have, could have, should have, and all that. Everyone's wise after the event sometimes. Now we can cast our Mirage Queen. I think we're going to be okay now, but we don't want the rabbit doing any surprises. That was a rabbit surprise right there. Is that Reflect? If that's Reflect, then all will be fine. When he takes that, he kills himself. I do love it when they kill themselves via Reflect. So there's that team. Was it any good or not for Red Day? Leave that for you to decide in the comments. It's got a lot of strengths, but it did scrape through a couple there. Didn't actually win all the games convincingly. I think it did win a couple of them convincingly, but we were down to the last troop on that game there at least, and maybe down to the last couple of troops on another game as well. So viable for a Red Day team? I don't know. We've got to look at that again maybe. It's got a lot of good things about it, but yeah, showed weakness at the same time. It was devastating when the gems were on our side, but when they weren't, it was kind of hard work. So there's the video. Thanks for watching. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.